How you doing? This is Asha. I am back with new tutorial on square pyramid beta angle problem. Problem goes like this. A square pyramid 35 mm sides of base and 60 mm axis length rests on one of its edges of the base. Draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is inclined to HP at 45 degrees and VP at 30 degrees. The diagram shows a square pyramid because it has a square base. A, B, C, D is the square base. The center of the square base is O1 and O is called the apex of the pyramid. All the corners of the base are connected to this apex. In this problem, the edge of the square base is given as 35 mm and height of the square or the axis is given as 65 mm. So axis is nothing but O1 to O, that is the height of the pyramid. And if you see, it's a square pyramid and it is equal to 35 mm. The square base side is equal to 35 mm and the height is equal to 60 mm and it is resting on one of its edges of the base. So here AD is the edge which is resting on the base edge on HP. Okay, it is resting on HP. And draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is inclined to HP at 45 degrees. If the first position lies in HP, second position will be inclination with respect to HP. Here it is 45 degrees and VP is the third position, that is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. Whenever the axis is inclined to VP at 30 degrees, this is a beta angle problem. Draw XY line VP HP. Draw a square of 35 mm side. Name the square as A, B, C and D. A, B, C and D. In a pyramid, all the slant edges are visible. So the center of the square can be got by joining the opposite two corners. So here all the corners, A is connected to apex O, D is connected to O, C is connected to O and B is connected to O. When I am viewing from the top, I can see the apex, that is O, but O1 will be hidden. Now project all the points onto XY line. You have projected B, C onto XY line, O to O1 to XY line and AD to XY line. Now they have given axis of the pyramid as 65 mm. So from the center, take the height equal to 65 mm and from each of the corner, join to the apex. Use visible line to connect from D dash to O dash and C dash to O dash. Even the base is visible. Okay. If you want to name the front view, A is visible, D is hidden. So A dash in bracket D dash. Whichever is not visible to you when you are viewing from the front, that will be written within the brackets. O1 dash, B dash is visible, C dash is hidden, even O1 dash is hidden, O dash is visible. So here the dimensions are 35 mm square base and axis height is equal to 65. So BC, CD, DA and AB dimension is equal to 35 mm and height from O1 dash to O dash. It is not the slant height, it is always from the center to the apex. That height is 65. Second position, inclination with respect to HP. So draw the inclination. So whatever the inclination, that should be 90 minus the inclination with respect to HP. Draw an inclination line. Measure from A dash to B dash, cut an arc again from A dash to O1 dash. With A dash on the XY line, cut an arc. Use visible line to connect from A dash to B dash. Measure from A dash to O dash with A dash on the XY line. Cut an arc. Again measure from B dash to O dash with B dash as the center. Cut another arc. The intersection of the arc will be the point O dash. So connect line from A dash to O dash and B dash to O dash. From O1 dash, connect the axis line to O dash. Now name. The naming should be the same as the first position. So it is resting on the edge AD. So in case of solids, whichever the one which is resting on HP, that should come to the extreme right position since you are rotating the object in the clockwise direction. So name it B dash, C dash, O1 dash and A dash, D dash. Now project the front view and the top view in order to get the pyramid shape in the second position. Okay, so the inclination with respect to HP is given as 45 degrees. So your tilting the base angle should be 90 minus 45 degree because you are rotating the base here. Okay, so this angle will be 90 degree. So the other rotation angle will be always 90 minus inclination with respect to HP. First rotate the base. Now project all the points from the top view as well as from the front view. So project all the points from the top view. So A dash with A will be the point A. Then B with B dash is B. C with C dash is C. D with D dash will be D. O with O dash is O. And O1 with O1 dash is O1. So project O1 also. So intersection of O1 dash with O1 is O1. Now the rules for drawing visible and the hidden edges. Draw or connect all the outer boundary points through visible line. None of the outer boundary points should be in a hidden line. So all the outer boundary points should be visible. See the point on the XY line, A dash and D dash. The line connecting from that will be hidden. Here B and C are the points near to the observer. So point from B to O and C to O should be visible. Now third position, inclination with respect to VP. It says axis inclined to VP at 30 degrees. Draw a 30-degree inclination line. You can take this inclination line clockwise or anti-clockwise. Now, since it is a beta angle problem, first get the axis true length. That is, it measures 65 mm. So measure in a compass O1 dash to O dash from the first position. That is the true length of the axis. And mark anywhere on the 30-degree inclination line. Measure O1 dash to O dash from the first position and mark on the inclination line and write the locus. Now measure O to O1 from the second position and cut an arc on the locus. Now connect these points and that is the beta angle. Always true length has to be projected on true inclination. Apparent length has to be projected on apparent inclination. Here it is a beta angle problem because see 65 mm length has been reduced to almost to certain dimension. So there is a change in the dimension. Whenever there is a change in the dimension, that is a beta angle problem. Now you have got the points O1 and O. Represent O1 and O. This is the beta angle. We have got the beta angle as 45 degrees. Now you have to get the point A, B, C and D. So measure O to A with O as the center. Cut an arc. That is same as O to D. Cut another arc on the other side. Now take the distance from O1 to D with O1 as the center. Cut an arc. Cut on the other side. Since O1 to A is the same as O1 to D. Now measure the distance from C to O. Measure from C to O. You want to get the points C and B with O as the center. Cut an arc. That will be same as O to B. Okay, then measure from O1 to C. Measure from O1 to C. With O1 as the center, cut an arc in order to get the points C and B. And on the other side, O1 to B. So you have to locate the points A, B, C and D. Now name the points. This is A, B, C, and D. So A, B, this is point C, this is C, and point D. Now the visible and hidden edges has to be same as the second position. Only from A to D it should be hidden, and O1 to O should be the axis line. All other lines have to be in visible line thickness. Connect from A to O and D to O. Even from C to O and B to O has to be visible. Make A to D as hidden because in the second position A to D is hidden, and O1 to O will be the axis line. Now project each of the points onto the front view. Project all the points onto front view. So project A, B, C, D, O1 and O onto front view, and project the front view from the second position. So now O dash with O will be the point O dash. A dash, D dash will be on the XY line. B dash with B is B dash, and C dash with C will be C dash. Now A intersect with A dash is A dash. B intersect with B dash is B dash. C with C dash is C dash. And D intersect with D dash is D dash. Similarly represent O dash and O1 dash. Now the base, you should rotate such that the base should be near to the observer. Always the base in the pyramid is visible. Connect the outer boundary points to the apex. The points above this O1 is C and D. Since C is at the boundary point, the point from D dash to O dash will be hidden. And O1 dash to O dash is the axis line. So this completes the problem on square pyramid beta angle 1. Thank you.